Now, this should be right, I think. Maybe. So we haven't done this before directly just on YouTube, but everything should be right. Maybe. Let me just see. Because it's very difficult to see everything there, so let me see if I can try and get that sorted here. Where are we? No, that's not it. Okay, I can't get my thing up on this one. Hopefully, I'll be able to see anything. Oh, it's terrible because it's a very different angle. Anyway, hopefully the microphone is right and sorted. Can you see them? Yeah, you can. We've got a couple of lizards, two of them up the back there, biting each other's tail, doing the Ouroboros snake thing, but they're just biting each other's tail. There we go. All right, I can see that, but that is so super tiny. That's I need to see if I can try and actually get the chat on this one because that's way too tiny. Let's try it one more time. Oh, actually, no, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, now I'm seeing myself. Don't need to see myself. No, it's possibly me. Let me see if I can move this closer. I can't actually, as far as I know, change any of these settings. But yes, anyway, hello, good afternoon, Melody and Blocks. I hope that you're both well and wonderful today. Where's the button? Try and make the chat bigger for me. Nope, that's not bigger. That's, well, at least I can hold this one closer. No. Oh, it's so confusing. Anyway, right, so, yes, today, is there settings on here, actually? That might mute it. Hopefully this doesn't... Nope, that mutes it. I can't make it any louder. So hopefully it's not too quiet. Anyway, yes, we're doing the potatoes today because I didn't get to do any of them with Dimitri yesterday because we had to set up the other, what's it called? Small mini garden bed things that we had to make. And the potatoes need to get put in now, so I'm going to be doing mine. Dimitri's meant to be doing his today from his place. And yeah, my Twitch stuff all exploded and didn't go very well. Was that a lizard? Yes. Can you actually hear them? Yes, no, there were two lizards just running around behind me in the on the top of the grate. Sup, good morning, afternoon, or evening, Ginny. Hope that you're well and wonderful today. All right, so I've only done potatoes once before, and that was like 2 weeks ago. They were a purple variety. Specifically, they were sapphire purple. The ones I'm doing today are Sebago, which are a normal one. They're actually one of the most common varieties we have here in Australia. All right. So the reason why I use grow bags is because it's easier, because you can just move them around. But Well, no, that's basically it. It's because they're easier. No socks, thank you very much. They are my watermelon socks. Now, what do we got? So, these are the potatoes for today that we're going to be planting, putting in. As you can see, they have chitted and have their things coming up. Now, these are 10-gallon, I believe. They're meant to be anyway, 10-gallon grow bags, which are is roughly 26.5, I think, liters. Because so there's two different types of potatoes. For those who don't know, a bit. What is a bit? Good evening, Lavinia. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. I have the dogs and laundry going. Ooh, very good, very good. What was that? It is very humid. And because it's taken me like 3 hours or longer getting this all sorted, I'm very hot and not energy, and the sun it's very glary. It's behind a lot of what do they call it? Clouds. Behind a lot of clouds, but glary and warm and hot and ugh. Anyway, right, so there's two different types of potatoes. You've got determinate and indeterminate, right? Now the difference is that a determinate potato will grow its potatoes in one sort of batch thing, yeah? Indeterminate will grow them in multiple things, obviously underneath the soil, the dirt. So that's the difference in whether or not really, if you need to mount the dirt up for the actual potatoes as they grow. So how I do it for the indeterminate types of potatoes, right, is basically we put in a small amount of dirt, soil, potting mix, whatever you want to do. We put the potatoes in, we cover it up, and then as the potato grows, when it gets, so let's say that's the dirt, and it grows as it comes up. When it gets to a certain point, we then cover it with more dirt, so then it can send out and grow more of the tubers, more of the potatoes. Because potatoes, for those who don't know, hopefully you know, you don't eat the green ones, because that is the, what is it? Salarium, whatever it is. It's the toxic stuff. Because potato is a part of, what is it, the deadly nightshade family. So, hearing the lizards scurrying around behind me is very distracting, because I'm like, is it one of the lizards or is it a snake? Because there was a snake a couple of weeks ago, not here, just a bit further back up, and it was a venomous one, red-bellied black, but they are rather shy and scared of people usually, but still, I'd rather not have one running around behind me. So many grow bags. And here's two I prepared earlier. But only prepared as in I opened them. I didn't actually put soil in them. So, but yes, so that's one of the good things about the grow bags, is that you can move them around. Now there's different types. These are a sort of fabric one. They breathe, so you fill it with the water and then excess comes out. Whereas if you have the plastic ones, you have to make sure that they have drainage holes so the water can get out, so it doesn't get all waterlogged. But poisonous potato from Minecraft is real. Wow! Can I eat the snake? Probably. I like snake meats. It's good. Wowie! It's Salem. It's salami outside. Good evening, Colourful Woolly. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Hi, Colourful Woolly. There was also some lizard co-stars. Yes, there were two. They were biting each other. Well, there's still two. There's still two. They I don't know what they're doing. They were biting each other's tails just before. Now they're just jumping on each other. And walking over each other. Oh, one just flipped the other one over. Hold up. I can move the thing and you can see them. But then I've got to figure... Okay, ready? They're in their death cage match. I think you can see them, because I can't see the screen now. Yeah, see? Biting the other one's tail. Okay, now they're not very active. Yeah, sure. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Wow. I hope you can see this, otherwise you just make what? Alright. That's enough of ULC, Ultimate Lizard Championship. Alright, there we go. Where are we? That's about fine. Ooh, that's a spider. Hold up, let me get that off there. Shoot. Okay. I'm not lit. No, wait, I am. I want to catch them and touch them. Lizard. ULC, yes. Ultimate Lizard Championship. Or ULFC, Ultimate Lizard Fighting Championship. But, yes. Whew. Anyway, so let's get the base soil down first in these. And then we can, while they're doing their stuff. The reason why I have 4 black, 2 green and 2 beige tan is because they come with 2, 2 and 2. I bought 2 packs. Dimitri yesterday was like, he wants 2 beige, 2 green. So I was left with an extra 2 black. They are very dark though when you're in under shade to actually see in them though. No, let's not actually do that there. Okay. Now, where's my thingy? Oh. Okay, actually, I'm going to take this out because it's weighing me down. And if I can keep that there we go. And then if I can just, there, sure, there we are. Lizard, 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 yes. Oh. There. That'll be fine. Whoa. Ah. It's so much easier when I have Dimitri here doing half of this rather than me doing it all myself. Alright, we'll go. Because those ones are half closed and I can't open them. I only have 2 hands. Yay! Alright, now, one more, but pull you back up. Whew. Okay, boom, boom, get you. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Lizard, boxing glove lizard, lizard, something, blue lizard. Do you get any blue-tongued skinks around there where you are? I'll be looking because I'll be cooking dinner already, no worries. We do get blue-tongued lizards. I haven't had one around here in a while, but we do get them. Not sure about the blue-tongued skinks. So they're your normal skink ones. They're quite large, those ones. Usually we get the little tiny ones. Also get the little geckos. At night time you can hear them. I think they're pink tongue or something, or pink tongue a different one. I don't know. I'm not a lizard person, but we do get, yes, blue tongues. No, not that one. That one over there. Okay, we've got 3 more to fill in the thing. Now, hold up. Let me recount these things. Make sure I got enough. Oh, geez. I have 1 bag for each thing. I don't need 1 for each thing. Let's undo 1. Don't do that one. There we go, because I'll double up in one bag. So yeah, these are 10 gallons, which, like I said, equates to roughly 27 litres, which, yeah, 4 potatoes. How the flip do I, wait, no, yes, no, yes, there we go. Yeah, you can do one potato per bag. When I did the purple ones, sapphires, I did 2 potatoes for all the bags, except for the black ones. I actually did 3, the smallest ones. Now these ones, pardon me, depending on how many eyes / things you've got growing up from your potatoes, you can just do them whole, or you can cut them. When you're cutting them, let me just grab one. When you're cutting them, right, is you want to get, so these ones are like pretty advanced, pretty far on, right? But usually what you want is at minimum 3 on each, half if you're cutting them, yeah? Most of these actually only have like 3 or 4 anyway, so, and because of how like advanced along they are, ends up being a little bit tricky. I hate hearing them. Like there's definitely other ones over here, but it's too difficult with how big some of the shoots have actually come off. So I'm not going to bother about cutting any of these. With my purple ones, they were nowhere near as long, so I was able to cut them a lot easier, and they had a lot on them. I do have 2 other types of potatoes. I have White Star, and I also have Ruby Lou. One of them, I think, I can possibly cut them. The thing is that when you cut them, some people don't like to cut them because they're like, it can introduce diseases and things like that. But what is best practice is that if you do go to cut them, is that you let them dry for a couple of days so they can heal over where the wound is, and then that can help prevent soil-borne diseases getting in and so on. Okay, I reached the end of the emoticons. Yeah, sorry, I'm a lizard person. Love the little guys. Did you guys like the video? I wonder if liking the video helps in some way. I believe comments and likes, just any form of interaction, I believe does. Yes, so very much appreciated. And wow, really, Lavinia, you like lizards? That's crazy. Never would have guessed. All right, where was I? I got to do 2 more because we're doubling one of them. Because there's 2 that are smallish. Interestingly, one of the ones that is smallish has the most growth on it. I'll show that in a second. Okay. Whew. Alright, that's enough there. That's enough there. Good. Oh, alright. Yeah, you can have a little more. Okay. Whew. Now, another good thing about the fabric ones, I'll explain in a second. Let me just get this sorted. That's fine. Could have a little bit more, but it's all good. Oh no, you definitely need more. Again, this is where it's easy when it's 2 people. But we'll make do without Dimitri for these potatoes. Yeah, that'll do. Right, now, so we'll go 2 in the first one, and the rest just the 1. But, so of the 2 smallest one, it is the smallest one that we've got. But also, it's only got a little tiny one there, and a weird bulbous one sticking up there. The other one, however, is the one that has the most growth. The most growth on it. Perhaps too much growth, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll put him in and we'll see. There's one's coming from there, one's coming from there, and well, it's actually really only got two main ones, but yeah, that's fine. So you can put them in. You can put them into the bury them, plant them, whatever you're doing, before they've started their growth. But it's called chitting, which is leaving it to actually start doing its thing. And some people recommend doing that because it can help it along a bit. You can have it in your greenhouse. You can start doing that before you're putting it into the ground, because potatoes don't like to be in the cold too much. So again, doing that with the greenhouse can sort of give you a couple of weeks advanced, instead of waiting for the soil to warm up and everything. Soil's quite warm here because it's just always warm here. Always. Okay. Anyway. Right. Now, one of the other good handy things, right, about the fabric grow bags is the fact that they're fabric. So this is the thing that's good over, because I suppose you could probably do it with the plasticky ones. You obviously can't do this with buckets or tubs and things. You can't obviously do it with the ground. Wouldn't really matter with the ground though, I suppose, but is that you're able to actually, hold on, let me move this one, and I'll do it here so we can see. You can actually, oh look at that, that's crazy. Imagine trying to do this and fold back a bucket, a tub, a plastic thing, a hard plastic thing. Yeah, good luck. Basically, well, why would you do this anyway? Didn't you buy like a 10 gallon, a 27 litre, 25 litre, 26 litre for a reason? Yes, eventually. Again, as I said, these are indeterminate. So as they grow, we mount up the soil on it. But until then, it's going to be low, right? So I'm going to sit down. Oh boy. I really hope a snake doesn't come and get me, because I'm not getting up anytime soon now. Well, at least not quickly. By folding it down, right, it means that the sun is going to be able to hit the soil more easy than if it was a hard plastic one, because you can't obviously fold that down, and so that helps again with the warmth of the soil, the sun, because you know, like lots of plants happen to like sun. Who knew? Yeah. So again, one of the other handy things with the fabric, or just not the hard ones. So then as it grows and we put the more soil in and mount it up, we can then unfold it, and then we're all good. All right, let's put our small ones in. You want the growths to be going northwards. That's north. Towards the sky. Let's say that. Let's not say northwards, because that's north, and yeah, no. All right, and then the one with all the many growths. So it'll be interesting to see, because this is the second smallest one, but to see how this goes with its so much growth already in comparison to, well, I mean, it's going to be a bit tricky figuring that out, because the bag will probably get turned around, but to the other bags with like, you know, real big one, still got two pretty big growths on it coming, right? It's the, our awuga emoticon in potato form. Hoi. But yeah, with its growth, if it actually goes quicker, better, or whatever, All right, so there and there, and then we'll just put some soil over. Okay, get up now. Oh boy. Cover it up with the soil. Okay. So all those shoots, right? Those shoots come up, and they are then the plant with the leaves and stuff like that. All right, so we'll put all the things on, put all the things in, and then we'll do the covering soil. So that's the only one that we're doing 2 in of the Sebagos. I believe Dimitri got 3 of these ones off me. Little Potato is overachieving. Are there dingoes near you at all? Let's new animal session, dingoes. I don't believe so, no. You get them a little bit more inland, more frequently, and definitely north, more north, but not where I am. I've never seen a dingo here, whereas I have in Queensland and more inland. I'm just going to bend them all down now. Now, with these fabric ones, they obviously won't last as long as a hard plastic bucket tub thing. From reviews and things of that, obviously different brands and things and whatnot, and conditions, area, and everything. But from what I've seen, the average seems to be about three growing seasons, which isn't too bad. Like, they're not very expensive. Now, these ones do have the doors on them. They do have the door flaps with the hook and loop, so you can open them up. Some people like that for getting their potatoes out, or if they're doing carrots or something like that. But also so they can check it. You can open it up and put your hand in, I guess, and see what's inside, without actually having to go from the top and do everything. I think that's a bit not needed, pointless, almost gimmicky. But I mean, if that's what people like to do for some reason, then that's fine. I just think, like, when it's time to, you know, harvest your potatoes, like, you know, basically what it is when it's time to get your potatoes, the plant that grows up starts to die, wilters and falls down and is dead. When that happens, it's ready. Yeah. So, like, the plant tells you when it's good. And then about getting them, you just dump it out, flip the whole thing over, bang, which we'll get to do in about between 110 to 150 days. They should be ready. My sapphires actually today just had 2 of them have their tiny little things starting to pop up. So it's onto about a week, a bit over a week and a half. No, it was a week. A week and a day. Because I did with Dimitri last week. Yeah, there you go. And they hadn't popped up yesterday, only today. So a week and a day it took from when we planted them. Alright, once I've flipped all of these over, I'll sit back down again and have a short break. I did bring a drink out with me, so that is good. And there's that. This soil as well is just the actual cheapest in my local hardware store. I do have better soil potting mixtures sometimes. At the moment, I don't. I do have a bunch of stuff for making my own potting mixture, but I don't have all of the stuff yet. I still need to get some something. I've got my my the white stuff, perlite. I've got my perlite and my vermiculite. I just need to get like 2 more things, but one of them I haven't ordered yet. The other one I've got the components to make, which is the compost. I've got the stuff to make my own compost, which is basically a compost plus some manure stuff that I'm going to be putting in it. I was telling Dimitri about, the mulch, the compost, and manures and all that sort of stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, what one should I get? What should you get?" And I'm like, "Well, chicken manure is pretty good, but like that's probably the best one you should use, right? Because he's got chickens." And he's like, "Oh no, they're useless. I can't use them. I'll go and I'll buy it." But you've got chickens. Just use your own chicken manure. Don't buy it. Don't spend money. He's like, no. He doesn't like his chickens, so he doesn't want to use them in any way. He doesn't even eat their eggs. His father does, but oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna sit down here for a moment. Whew. Hello and good morning, afternoon, or evening, Matrix. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. How are you doing? I am tired, but drink break time. So we're going with some chocolate-flavored coconut water. Oh. This is actually from Pongi Land. It's coconuts from Thailand, I believe. Yeah, Thailand. Whew. Whew. I've always wanted to compost with worms and such, but bad smells made me sad. Where are you from in Australia? New South Wales, mid-north coast, up near Coffs Harbour. I've done worm composting a bunch, and to be honest, it didn't smell very much at all. Yeah. I have a tumbler compost thing over there. So it's not on the ground, it sits up, it's held up by things, and then I can spin it. It's not a fantastic, like great quality one. It's meant to be, sort of, but yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best, but it's lasted a lot of years, but it is very creaky and clanky and whatnot, but yeah, it works. I have a friend who's actually, well, he's not in Thailand at the moment, he's now over in Vietnam, but he basically, he just sort of dug a hole, got like, what was it, like a metal barrel thing, popped that there, and then just got some plastic garbage lid and put that on top, and then just throws all food waste and stuff in there, and that's how he did his, very sort of, at home, do it yourself style. And he said that was working really well for him. But yeah, but it definitely depends on what you put in it. That's why usually they'll recommend, don't put meats, don't put like eggs, don't put like a bunch of certain stuff. And the reason is just because that sort of stuff tends to attract the rodents a lot more, and can have, more of an odor. That's why they're like vegetable scraps and stuff is all good. But yeah, if you've got stuff like outside and you got like it a bit of a distance away, then you can just go nuts. All right. Whew. I will not look at my fingers because I'm touching all the dirt. That would be a bad idea. And I'll have dirt flavor in my mouth. Ugh. And I'm not eating those Birdie Bot Ever flavored beans, so I need that. Okay, let's get these other ones in. Oh boy. Alright, now the rest are just going to be one each. So. And we're just going to go straight in the middle, each one. Nice and easy. I believe this is our biggest one, as in the actual thingy itself. another one with pretty big growth. Yeah, there's also wildlife that'd probably mess it up too, since I live in the middle of nowhere. Many little guys. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, that's the thing that actually was the reason why I did like the idea of this one, because it's off the ground, it's lifted up, so the only way anything could get in and canoodle with it is they'd have to climb the two slanted metal bar things and then get through the two sliding door things at the top. Well, I mean, because it rotates, you spin it around. The sliding doors can be at any point. The reason, and what's actually handy about that, is that you spin it so the doors are at the bottom, and then you slide them open so it drops down, and you have a little sort of trolley underneath it. Slide it open, comes down, close it up, and then it's all in the trolley thing. The trolley thing's in there. That's it's holding actually some of my pine bark mulch. Oh. See, this one's got like a, if they weren't so big, because there's definitely like there's two there, possibly even like another one, and then two on the sides, one there. You know, it could have been done if it was done earlier, but I only got these, I ordered them Tuesday morning. They arrived Wednesday. I wasn't expecting them to arrive until maybe Friday, if lucky, but I actually didn't think they were going to get sent until this week. I mean, it's Sunday now, so it's technically a new week. So yeah, I didn't think they were going to get sent until this week. And then these bags as well, I didn't think they were going to arrive in time either. They turned up on Friday. Oh. Another one. And then we go one more. And then we can cover them all up. I realize now I don't really understand what a potato is. Ah, see, I've always had the worm composting inside. Here we have bears. Ah. I had, by the same brand as this one, an indoor one once. It was a specific one, kaboshi, something like that. It's one where you put your food scraps in and you spray this stuff in it, which has the microorganisms that, you know, set up their civilization and everything, and then start doing all the stuff, and then you squash it down, and then it has a little tap on it, and you turn the little tap, and out comes all the liquid gold, nutrient liquid to put on your garden. My one, the seal on it was not good, so it had a very bad odor very quickly, and then bugs and things started forming, and it was not good. So I had to get rid of that, because yeah, the indoor ones need a good seal with how those ones work, and it did not. And so I was like, whoa, I'd already bought this big one by the same brand. I'm like, whoa, this one thankfully was a different type of composting thing, but again, it's not fantastic, but it hasn't fallen apart yet. We have groundhogs, raccoons, bears, cougars, so many rodents, plus live next to a pond, so all the water bugs would be like, ooh, free food, let me put my babies in that. Ah, yes. Okay, our final one, like a medium-ish sized one. All right. There we go. Okay, now let's just put the soil on all of it, and then it's all good. But first, oh, there we go. We got them all. They're all sitting in their little thing. Fantastic. Oop, wrong way. Over there. Oop, there we are. Something like that. In there, that's the studio. So that's where we normally are. But today we're at the back part, which we've been out here before. This is the chimenea here. which with, you know, Duck and Tyne and myself, when I first got it, set it up and had the fire. And then Dimitri and myself, a couple of months ago, we cooked that pizza in there. That did not go very well. But it was still edible, so that still counts as working, right? Right, now this is the one that's got the most growth on the thing, so we'll cover that one the most, right? It's already up there doing its thing. You're not coming out. Come out. Now, obviously, you know, when you tend to water things, the stuff compresses and moves around and everything. So I do have another open bag that doesn't have a lot in it, but it has enough for basically like the touch-ups. So we just use all of this, and then after I have watered it all, if any of it, you know, if there's any potatoes showing, then I just use my other one to fix that up, and we're all good. But, so how many we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bags, and we use 2 25 litres, so 50 litres. That's not bad. There we go. And the potatoes that we've done today, the amount that we've done today, I have more than double this still left to go. But I'm not going to do them today because it is too, like I said, too humid. And with everything that went on with getting everything sorted, because originally I was going to do just this normally, how I normally do things, so on Twitch and YouTube, but that didn't work. So I was like, well, we'll just try just the YouTube thing in the portrait format thing, because apparently it's a different thing of how it does its stuff, so we'll see. Dreams will hydrate, right. Very different whole thing with the YouTube one in comparison, but they do, yeah, they've got the little top fan thing, which I think is like it's a per stream, it changes each time, and because we're doing this just here, there's no restream thing, which is almost always the top fan because it gets all the messages from Twitch. Ooh. All right. I haven't really actually touched the soil, so I'm just gonna leave that. It's all mounted up on top. It'll be fine. I'll move them around and I'll water them and be all good. Man. Oh. But yeah, there we go. That's flipping 8 potatoes planted. How many are we gonna get from them? Ooh, who knows? Now we gotta remember it's one of the black ones. One of the black ones has 2. Now I can't put these ones where the other ones are. They'll go somewhere else. I don't know where. They'll go out the back there, but because I don't want to get them mixed up, because they are different types of potatoes. And then the other 2 types of potatoes I only have black ones left, but they are different brands and different sizes and stuff. So I'm gonna have to make sure I remember what I do so we know what's what. It's gonna get confusing. Yes. So much potatoing. Yay, potato, yes. So, with the first ones I did, I'll take you around in a moment to have a look at them, which is just these and soil. But ones I prepared earlier, a week ago, week and a day. So again, they are the sapphire purple, right? I got, how many did I have in total? I had 19, and I was able to cut some of them up. And in the end, I had 28 things to plant. So if we just, you know, you tend to get more than 3 potatoes from each thing, but let's just say if each one goes and we've got 3 potatoes from each one. 3 times, what was it, 28? That's like 83. That's quick math. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, but that's still a lot of potatoes. And that's just from that type. These ones then, as well on top. Plus I've still got 2 more types that we'll have to plant. Oh, that is a lot of potatoes. Need those metal garden decorations you stick in the ground to make them different and pretty. So I do actually have some. I've got, I think, a ladybug. I got a little, you know, and the little wings like are on little coils, so they like move in the wind, I think. I think I got a ladybug. I think I might have a bee. And I might have something else. But I think I've at least got those 2. Yeah. The other good thing about these, which I'll show you with the one that we didn't use. What was that? Oh, that's a big one. Ooh. Okay, so there's 2 down there still wrestling, and there's another flipping big one down there. Yeah, they actually have a hook and loop thing on just above where the door flap is, right? Which, I mean, I suppose you could like get that and fold that back, but I dare say that'd probably be more useful as like putting a label type of thing on it, but you just need your own other hook and loop thing to put there, the fabric thing with a name tag thingy, so they got that too. So the good thing about the blue tongue lizards is that they beat up the snakes. So you do kind of definitely want the blue tongue lizards, because yeah. Oh boy. Whew. All right. Right. Let me. We're almost finished with the liquid. I'll take it around to the other ones now. Whew. All right. They love snails too. Ooh, very good. I haven't seen a lot of snails actually, except out the front. I've seen a lot of snail shells, which was interesting. But all right, how do I do this? Ooh, I know. I think I can hit the button and it'll switch it around. All right, cool. Okay, this one is almost dead. So let me beep that one. And then we can go around and have a look at the other ones that we did a week and a day ago, plus the garden bed that I did a week and like 3 days ago, 4 days, something like that. And then the stuff that Dimitri and I did yesterday, and that he destroyed and sabotaged, which is why we were so late to stream yesterday. Hey! Oh boy, they got out, and now they're running around. Oh boy. Okay. Whoa, okay. Let me just get my cables, cords, and stuff so I don't get too tangled up. And wind this up so I can carry it and I'm not getting dragged down. I do have wireless microphone things, but everything already took so long getting everything sorted, everything else sorted, so I just grabbed my cooking cables. Cooking cable things. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, wow, that's too much. Oh, no, it's not. Alright, that's that one. And then I can, like, ooh. Okay, and then let me just coil that up. I just don't want to be dragging cable down around ground for then, like, the lizards to grab on and then trip me over and then eat me. Do a whole Gilligan's Island or something? Gilligan? That's his name, wasn't it? Anyway, alright, let me see if we can do this. Okay. Lizards. That's probably them eating the snails. Okay, now you can see the sky. And now you can see the ground. Oh, you don't need to be seeing that. Ugh, all the cables. Let me pop that in my pocket. Alright, so there's the ones we did today. Now let's go and have a look at the other ones. Now, this will be a bit tricky because I'm moving away from one of the wireless access points. So here's the arch trellis thing that we did the other week, right? We did the, these are the makeshift sort of temporary garden bed things that we made yesterday that we kicked and broke. It specifically, it was actually this one over here. We made it, and then he kicked it and snapped them and broke them. As I was like, okay, now grab the middle so they don't break. And then instead of grabbing the middle, he kicked it and broke it. And then I'm like, anyway. So for this thing, and then these are just little solar light things that I got from Aldi yesterday as well, which worked, and they're not bad. This side here is where we're going to go 2 passion fruits, specifically red Panama. And then over here, 2 grapes are going to go. Specifically, I have no idea. They were just called dark, I think, dark grape. Once you get stuff planted, you won't notice the broken bit, I'm sure, until it actually just falls apart, because it will fall apart. But it's just the, yeah, temporary sort of thing set up so I can get it sorted, get the things planted into the ground, and then I can, you know, replace it easily, the outside stuff, that's fine. But yeah, so these are the ones that we did a week and a day ago. Oh, look at all those possible potatoes. But so we do have 2, as I said, that came out. Now, where are they? It's here. This is the one that you can see the most, if you can see it, right there, bang. Got little very dark leaves coming up. So there's one, and then, oh, is there another one over there actually? I think I might have just seen another one, but and then there's another one over here in this green one as well. This one's a bit trickier because of the colouring, but right there, that little purple sort of thing popping up there. So they're the 2 little shoots of potatoes so far. It's been, again, a week and a day. Oh, and there's another one. Just saw another one. That's happened in the past, like, couple of hours. Oh no. All right, where are we? Here, just in there. I don't know if you can actually sort of see, but like just in there, one's coming up. But then this is the garden bed that we did. Well, this is one from many years ago, the actual garden bed itself. It was just sitting and rotting, that's, what is it called? Rusting, in a corner for a while. But then last Wednesday, I think it was, we pulled it out, and then I filled it up on Thursday and planted all the stuff on the Friday, I think, or the Thursday, maybe. Anyway, and then, yeah, they've started little green things been coming up. So what have we got? This thing here is corn, and then the things around it are peas. Then over here, you can see these things. That's your amaranth. And then one of the new ones for today, this one here, which is garlic chives. And the only things that haven't come up, I believe, are my pumpkins. But so it's basically 1 corn with 3 peas around it. It's a Native American thing called the 3 Sisters, which is the corn grows, and then the beans or peas use the corn stalk for their, thing to climb, and then the pumpkins are the bristly things, and the pumpkin leaves are to deter the pests, rodents, that's the one. But then there is the 4th sister, which is used as like a bug detractant / good bug thingy. So yeah, I'm using both amaranth and garlic chives as my 4th / 5th sister thing. Yeah, but basically it's 3 by 3 for the corn, and then around each corn is the 3 peas. I was going to do beans, but the peas I had, or the beans I had, weren't ones that grow and climb very high, so I used the peas I had, which do climb a bit higher. and then then I did pumpkins too between. So each of the 3 corn in the gap in the middle is where I did the 2 pumpkins, and then I did 4 quadrants of the amaranth, and then in each corner I did the garlic chives. Oh, but yeah, so we've got a lot of little things popping up. Another corn one over there, and yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard of that garden method. Oh, yeah, yeah. And also I do a thing called hugelkultur, which I think is just like, I don't know, horticulture, gardening, something, something in German, but basically in English, with us using their word for it, it is where it's a type of thing where basically you put down certain stuff underneath your actual, like your soil and stuff, like tree trunks and branches and stuff, so it can decompose, and as it is, the nutrients from that ends up feeding the actual garden bed and the soil. So yeah, yeah. Whew. And then there's some of my roses, 3 different types. But anyway, okay. I think I just felt a raindrop, which is good timing because I'm tired, but also we're done. I just got to water the stuff lightly because it's meant to rain. It should rain. But that's it for YouTube gardening for today. I also have to build another one of those garden beds. I have another one, but I'll get that done. Let's see if I can go in here where it's a little quieter. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now we're in the studio. Ooh, which people know. Sort of, maybe. Hold up. Well, there we go. Perfect. Whew. Wait. Or could be that pool party getting wild. Well, I'm glad that they're in the pool rather than being outside the pool kicking their soccer ball against the fence, because that is very loud, and every time it happens, the big, massive shock ring thing is painful. But yes, that's fish. That's YouTube gardening for today. Well, it's 1:30 for me. I might be back tonight, so I might be back in the next like 6 to 9 hours for perhaps some Infinity Nikki, something like that. Otherwise, I could be back tomorrow morning-ish, something like that, around then, for maybe Infinity Nikki. We haven't done Infinity Nikki for a couple of days. We've got to do another one soon-ish when I've got enough for another 10 roll. Otherwise, there is the new Pokemon game that we've got to do some of. Also, there'll be some card sorting stream things on the Discord. And if there's not, I mean, it's Sunday, so, but come tomorrow, the babies should be back at school learning their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, so it should be quieter, right? Before there were the baby noises, there were the people whippersnippering and mowing noises. So it's just been noises after noises, but they were a little bit further away. The baby noises are directly on the other side of that flipping fence. But yes, we'll do some more, maybe even tomorrow actually, depending, because I do, like I said, have 2 other types of potatoes that I've got to do. Dimitri got 3 of those ones off me, and then 2 of the red ones that I've got. So I've got more of the red ones than we had of those, and I've got then even more of the white star ones, because he didn't get any white star ones off me, because he specifically wanted ones so we could make chips with them. So yeah. Thank you for gardening. Yikes, I would be a grumpy neighbor. I amend your patience. I enjoyed. Thank you for potatoes, Salem. Have a good rest of the day. Alrighty, no worries. Thank you everybody for joining. Very much appreciated. Again, I'll be back at some point for things. Um, I hope everyone has. Let me figure out where a button is to end this thing before I. Okay, how do I end this? I've never actually done this on the YouTube application. I think it could be that button there. Thank you everybody for joining. Very much appreciated. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever the time happens to be for you. Say hi to your mum for me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.